Hey, what's up? Dilio in the daytime. I look like one of those motivational speakers in the sports car. And you know how they do. Hey, listen, you gotta listen to me, okay? Listen to me. If you want to make $10,000 in one day with this simple process that I've developed. Now, I've been in internet marketing for years, and let me tell you, in one day, you can make $10,000 if you go to this website and download this program. I can guarantee it if you follow the 6 steps that I put into this program. Let me stop. Hey guys, what's up? This is Dilio, and this is week 6 update vlog of the making of the Majykbox album. And I didn't want to waste time and wait till I got home to the studio to talk about what I'm working on and so far. And so week 6 is so far so good, and there's a lot of songs, but you know, I'll be honest that I ran into some trouble trying to get into my vibe. Sometimes I think I make the mistake of having such a fragile vibe, but when you're creating and you're getting a knock on the door, and now you're less focused on your lyrics and beats, and now you're focused on, okay, am I disturbing somebody? And if you're like me, if you're an artist or a music producer, you don't want to bother anyone. You want to disappear in your own world. You want to just not exist and exist in that world and be in your bubble so that you can create with the most confidence and not question the choices and decisions that you make. And then sometimes when you get disruption and or a phone call you have to answer, or a disruption or knock on the door, and now you're worried about, okay, is somebody listening to what I'm doing? Am I disturbing someone? Those things can be a distraction. And so, it's a challenge to make changes. And I mean, I'll be honest with you, I may just move everything to another room in the place and just work it that way. Whereas, if I was someone with a family, I would probably make sure, or I had a lot of guests to entertain, I probably would make it comfortable. But this, where I live at, is for the dream. So whatever I do, it'll probably be in somewhere else where I can have more of a buffer between anyone, though I like that space I worked in. And another thing is time management. Time management is probably one of the utmost important things, and probably one of the biggest challenges that you can have when you're trying to produce an album, when you're trying to write music, when you're trying to do something that you never did before, or you're trying to get back into something that you love that you didn't really focus on for a while. And what happens a lot of the time is that if you're like me, you'll come home from work and you'll have all these other tasks that need to be done fairly quickly before you even get to the room to relax, and that's before you even get to even relax from being home from work, to then go work on the album and to write lyrics. And one of the things I think I've done or made a mistake is to try to allocate only one day out of the week to the production of the album. I think it's good to develop the discipline to say, hey, on this day, at this time, is dedicated to the production, to writing the lyrics, to come up with the melodies, to calling people for collabs, calling on musicians and stuff like that. Developing a game plan or going over the song list that you're doing, that's fine. But, over the past probably almost 2 months, I've been involved with a band and we practice on Sundays. And this is a band by the name of Bruce Leroy. And it's Filipino, Haitian, African-American group. And they are some of the first friends I made here when I first moved to Georgia. And we've been practicing pretty consistently over the weekend. However, the disadvantages that come with that is that it's a long drive to get there. And sometimes the traffic is very random on the weekends, though it shouldn't be. You think everybody stay home. No, everybody seems to be out more on the weekend than during the weekdays. And so while it is an absolute pleasure to be around familiar faces, it is coming to the time of where I usually dedicate to the making of my music and album and YouTube videos and video remakes. And so, like we're doing this show this Saturday, and it's going to be a great show. And like I said, it's a reunion show. And that's probably one of the reasons why I don't really mess with too many bands right now. It's not because I don't like people, but Well, I kind of don't like not being in control, but it's time. It's time. A lot of bands will rehearse at times that are very inconvenient for me and don't allow me to come in at my own speed because of the nature of the business of the field that I work in. So with that being said, it's kind of tough to be consistent for other people, and no one wants to be that guy that says, oh yeah, I'll be there, I'll do it, and then not show up. So I'd rather not just get anyone hopes up at all for showing up and then not show up. That's not the I'd rather be known for being too busy to do anything than to be the guy to say I'll do something and don't follow through. So that falls back into time management. So I'm probably gonna have to allocate 4 hours each weekend in addition to the day out of the week to produce the album and to develop better time management skills, because I believe if I do that, I'll move things forward. Because it's been 6 weeks and I felt like I should have way more songs done, and I don't want to lean on the excuse. I don't want to lean on any excuse too hard and be, oh well, I don't want to get around to finish the album. I want to finish the album. I want to make good music. I want to write good lyrics. I want to market it properly. I want to study the marketing of the album and share the journey with you guys, and share the journey with fans of mine who like my music, who are waiting for me to come out with another album, all 5 of you. But yeah, so that's my vlog for today, and more videos coming up. Dilio's going hard, man. I'm making videos, I'm creating great content. I'm still finishing up the ebook for Producer Basics, where I'm going to teach you all the basics for music production. There's a lot of beginning producers or producers who are coming back to it and they don't know where to start. Well, this ebook that I'm writing, that I'm working on, that I'm still working on, but it's going to teach you the basics. It's going to give you the fundamentals, so that if you communicate with me and you want to take it further than the ebook, and you want to be mentored by me, or maybe I got some more information that can help you, you'll understand the essentials. You got to have these essentials down first. And this is for beginners. There's so much more, but you got to start somewhere. And I think this ebook is going to be a great help to those who are interested in that. If you're advanced and you out getting placements and you blowing up and all that stuff, this ebook isn't for you. But if you're a humble spirit that's hungry for knowledge and experience and ideas, where to get started and what different things are inside of music production, because I'm not focusing on just one program. I'm focusing on concepts that will translate to any program you touch. I'm focusing on concepts that will translate to any piece of hardware that you get, so that you'll be prepared for anything. If I just taught you how to use FL Studio, you're just using FL Studio, and the book wouldn't benefit anyone else. But if I just taught you Machine or Logic or Reason, and just focus on how to use that, when you come into the field and you're in a situation where, okay, we want you to work, but we need you to use this, you can't, oh man, I don't know how to use that. No, let's get the money, put it in front of me, I got it. And I'd rather and my advice is to maintain that attitude, to understand the concepts of all gear instead of just focusing on one. You can use your favorite, but don't be confined to your favorite. Understand the concepts of what makes that favorite tool work, then translate that to everything else. And we're going to talk about how to do that in the blog, or in the ebook that I'm working on. And so yeah, this is making the Majykbox week 6. And in closing, I think this is a great way to hold myself accountable. I feel like I should have way more music done. It's a month and a half now, and when you document your progress like this, you shine a light on yourself and you say, hey, wait a minute, it's been a month and a half, I only got this much done. And I know you can't rush the I understand that, but there should be more progress than what it is. And I don't think that the more progress that I believe I should have is me rushing. It's me holding myself more accountable and bringing myself and holding myself to a higher standard than I've been maintained. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Stay tuned for more videos and more beat remakes and everything. I'm going to vlog the show, all that stuff. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'm out. Peace.